It's pretty rare that after I rebuild an old tool that I really like it enough to actually make a small video on the machine itself. Now, I found this thrown away, dumpster, and when I got it, this router sounded like corn chips in the bearings. And I let it languish on my shelves probably 3 or 4 years before I finally broke down and decided, oh heck, I should go ahead and rebuild it. And I am so amazed with how quiet and how smooth it is that I recommend you make an attempt to find one. If you're looking for a new router, go find this, then rebuild it with new bearings, and you will never regret it. So it's an all aluminum case, except for the top case, which is metal. Underneath here is an adjustable end plate take-up. So that as your bearings wear a little bit, you can take it up and smooth out the shaft. Now, I have just put new bearings in this. Can you believe how quiet that is? Here, I'll talk through it and I won't get any louder. So that's the same volume that I'm speaking. And sure, you probably couldn't understand me when I was speaking, but I mean, literally, this thing is very quiet. And so you flick this up, and it has an automatic end lock, so you can't accidentally turn it on, and you can change without wrenches. Came in this case. I've got the original schematics for it. Not that it matters, because none of the part numbers reference anymore. Came with a laminate trim guide, which is sort of neat. You bolt this onto the router, and then the end of the bearing, or the end of the bit rather, which it came with, the end of the bit rides in that pocket, and that's how you edge your laminate. You have the 45 for the beveled edge on the front surface, and then the 90 which you use for trimming flush. So, I don't know, I'll give it a try. I've always used the bearing laminate bits, and I often have the bearings wander or something, so I'll give it a try. And then I ended up with the circle cutter for it. I mean, it's unlikely that you'll end up with all of the various little adapters, but still. That noise alone is worth purchasing this router at a pawn shop or a yard sale and dumping new bearings. It's got a light. It actually plugs into the side of the machine and then attaches down there. Bulb's burned out. I don't know where I'll get another one. Small screw-in base. So I'll have to look for that. But absolutely, I have rarely been as happy with a tool after I've rebuilt it as this one. Lots of power. I'd say it's more power than that, pardon the mess, that big Craftsman mounted on that router table. And I'll tell you what, there's no way you're going to turn that thing on and stand next to it and talk normally. And it vibrates, and it's just I'm in love. If you find one, buy it. Rebuild it. If you find a place to buy brushes, could you post and let me know where I can track down brushes? My brushes are okay, but I'd like new ones. The router model, it's a 8542A, 6 amp, 115 volts. Powr-Kraft, Montgomery Ward, so old Sears, and I'm guessing mid-60s. Keep your old tools working, guys. Thanks for watching.